Is that working? Yeah. It's a good thing I work in digital because I can't even turn a microphone on, so good luck with that. Unfortunately, I don't have any pictures of my camel toe on large slides, and I haven't made up a parody account, and all of you are itching to get to lunch because you've been sitting here for an extra hour because all these other speakers have been talking longer than they should, so I'm going to push forward, push through it. How many minutes do we have? Okay, I'll try to keep it at 15. When does that red light go on? Yes? What's that? 14:41. Okay, cool. Let's give this a go. Okay. Is everybody still alright? Can we last for 15 more minutes? Okay, let's do this. It's freaking cold in here, and I was about to pass out when I was sitting down there, but now we're on stage. Just work it out. Where's Dale? Where did you go? Where did you run away to? Oh, okay, good. Okay, sweet. We got you back in the room. That's fantastic. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about is simply putting the social back into social media. Because we're all talking about campaigns, we're talking about exciting times and all this information that we're putting out from a campaign point of view. But what is the actual point of social media? People! That's where the social comes into it. Because it's people interacting and having an amazing time. And I guess we're missing the point a little bit. Does this mic sound okay? Yeah. It's sounding a little bit weird, like I'm getting some feedback. It's just me. Okay. It's me hearing my own voice for the first time. It's pretty fucked up. Okay. So brands have become obsessed with superficial figures, followers, fans, training, unique visitors. Oh my god. We've got... Look at the reports, look at the results, boom, 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 boom. Okay? But they've neglected the most important part of social media, the social part. The S&M is not sadomasochism, it's social media, by the way. And this is essentially what happens with a CSI, corporate social investment story that a brand will come out with. Brand will do good, they'll go and give R1 million to like a library in the middle of nowhere, and they'll post some of these little black kids around the school. Insert black kid with some white general manager. It's like the Madonna house in this place. Like you just, boom, we've done a good job. Let's smash our branding in there. Oh, sorry, screen. Let's stick some poor black kids, and then we've got like some old white dude like, I gave these black kids $1 million. Holla! And that for us is lame. Like, why do you want to do that? Why do you want to go and waste money, $1 million, build a library, pose the poor little black kids all around? You put the story, you put the picture of that situation into the Citizen or the Argus, and that's your work done. People need to buy into the story. You need to make it better. You actually can use that money a lot more effectively, and you can actually change people's lives. You can do more than just post those photos. Create epic, fierce stories. Epic, fierce stories. They're not just epic, they're not just fierce. There we go. I have a friend of mine called Slick Tiger. He says, never underestimate, Tony, yes, exactly. Never underestimate how bored people are at work. The problem with all these new networks on the internet and being able to access stuff now while you're studying, there's always something jumping up on your screen, a little widget popping out. There's almost so much more cool stuff happening online than the work that you're busy studying at the moment. Am I right? Yeah. Know what I mean? Know what I mean? As Trevor Noah would say. Good, so we're on the same page. You guys are so wide awake. That's why I love coming here. People are like, Belleville is a shithole. Never go to Belleville. You guys are the best audience that I ever have. Last year as well, like 5 o'clock on a Friday afternoon, most of Cape Town's goofed on a embankment somewhere. You guys are powering through. It's all because most of you can't leave because you're all going together in the same transport, but thank you for staying. This is the boredom at work slide. It's important to take an audience on a journey. We've heard a lot of similar themes throughout the day about creating stories, telling good narratives, getting people involved and bought into the story. And with corporate social investment stories and uplifting stories, it's the same. You need to take people on a journey, like over the Great Wall of China, let them feel like they're part of that vibe. Let them buy into that because it's very important. And involve that audience using social media to mobilize the passionate. People are super excited to get involved in things and they want to help out. And that's the best thing about social media. Sean spoke earlier about Iran and all these other areas mobilizing and working together to get people like going for a common goal. And that's what social media gives us. Yes, it also gives us the negativity of being able to cause riots in London and break and pillage and loot things. But let's use social media for good. We aren't all bad. It's like Star Wars. I mean, the good side's got to defeat the dark force, man. Come on, guys. Let's hug it out. Yes, hug it out. We're going to hug later. Lunchtime. Woo, yeah. Free hugs. Do hugs, not drugs. Cool story, bro. Tell it again. So when you mobilize those passionate people that are excited about what they're involved in, they in turn spread the story onto their fans, their followers, their readers, their moms and dads, and that creates a bigger groundswell for the brand. So whatever you're doing, it's very important that you spread the love. Where is the love? Where is the love? Right in my pants. Sorry, it was a late night. My voice needs a bit of a tuning. Share the journey via influencers, because they're ultimately going to spread all the other information to all the other little fishies in the sea. And there's another song in there somewhere, but I'll save it for lunchtime. And produce tangible results. And great success. Very nice. How much? I like. Borat's always a winner, eh? Jeez. Show and tell the audience how it made a difference. When you can actually show and produce case studies and a result of that journey, people are more excited to get involved. A lot of problems that big alcohol brands do is, what they do is they try and have those big parties, like Smirnoff, they'll bring this container and they'll put like ATB in the container, it's like, and like have these VIP parties. But because you're not invited as an outsider watching from social media, you're not really too bought into the concept. Like, you need to feel like you're a part of the story, even if you are sitting at home, if you're sitting at work behind the desk, sitting in the computer center at Cape Tech not doing any work. You know, you need to be bought into that story so solidly. So this is a little video I'm going to show you, if the tech support allows. This is something called the Putfoot Rally. And the Putfoot Rally started last year in July, June, July. And what it is, it's essentially a social rally. So a bunch of lunatics go and come on this journey in various different vehicles. It started off with 24 teams of 3 or 4 people, and the cars were sponsored. People bought like Datsuns from Lenasia, man, and pimped them and drove them around. And essentially it's a 17-day journey of 7,000 kilometers, starting from Cape Town and Joburg simultaneously. You go up to Namibia, Bots, Zambia, Malawi, Mozambique, and down back to Joburg and Cape Town respectively. And it's not just a piss take and an actual drink fest. There's a social angle to it too. People are encouraged to raise funds as part of their team, and the money that is raised goes to the charity called the Putfoot Foundation, which essentially puts shoes on kids' feet. Because there's 7 million little kiddies in South Africa alone that don't have shoes. And the money that's raised along the way gets put forward to the following year. So there's very much like a raise some cash and then pay it forward. And the exciting thing is that after I'll show you a video from this year, but because of the investment from people and just random consumers buying into the concept of this really cool and heartwarming story, we ended up raising R500,000 Rand online this year. That's 500,000 bucks, guys. Thank you. And that's all from telling a really good story and people buying into it. And along the way, we write blog posts daily, we produce video, we tweet, we Facebook, all that kind of thing. And then this is a video from Zambia where along the journey we actually do a shoe drop to poor schools that haven't had school shoes before. So this is that such video. Let's see if it works. We just need sound. It's coming. Thank you, Mr. Tech Support, Tech Support, Tech Support. Thank you, Mr. Tech Support, for working these slides. Here comes the sound. So like I said, this is just a school in Zambia, close to Livingston, and there were 2 classrooms that needed to be repainted and refloored. Yes, we are selling a heartwarming story here, but it's important for, unlike Coney, where there's the debate on where the money's actually going, these are actually real people involved in the project, real results, money shots of children, always a winner, boom. It's a good thing they're poor from Zambia, so they didn't sign release forms, because I'm just obviously trying to make the humor, so don't hate. Congratulate. Thanks. Money shot, money shot. So what we do is, along the way, there's a give and gain page, which is an independent charity page where you can effectively set up your own profile pages for your specific charity, and you can give this link to people so that they can actually pay money into your NGO or your charity's account using a credit card or using bank transfers. So it's giving people the vehicle to actually donate and see where their money goes to. And that's the reason why we produce this content, so that it's not just like dodgy organization that's taking money and repurposing it to the wrong kind of needs and causes. This actually goes directly back to the people. Jamming, jamming, singing, whoop whoop. So the point of this, I'm trying to show you that it's not just about sticking some black kids into a picture, taking the photo, and sending that story out as a press release to different media outlets. This is actually going and making a change and making the difference, so that when people hear the story, they can get involved as well. You guys can check out putfootrally.com, PETFOOTRALLY.com for more information. There's my brand plug. Peace. Now I'm running out of time, so I'm just going to stop this one. Cool. And then we'll move into the next one. This final video, so as Michelle said, we do some work with Nando's, and you might have seen their recent campaign that was talking about diversity or anti-xenophobia, and a lot of the TV stations got a bit scared and they didn't want to air it, especially after the anger that Uncle Jacob came out with his penis being in the painting. So I think SABC was a little bit scared, like, oh shit, here's some TV content we don't want to air because it's talking about whites, blacks, purples, colors, Afrikaners, all these different people, and they refused to air that TV commercial. But what Nando's was really saying is that we as South Africa are all foreigners, we're all from a different land at the end of the day, except for the Khoisan. That's a side note. True story. And then, so the point of this was that we wanted to create some kind of real-world activation where people could get involved and they could be part of the vibe, and we could also go and give back to people in areas that have been affected by xenophobia, because xenophobia is still a problem in South Africa and the media just chooses not to report on it a lot of the time. There's my political agenda for the day. But ultimately, we set up a campaign called Superstars. It's spelled like Super Eat, holla! So Superstars was Proza, and people could go onto Superstars and they could register to be a volunteer. And then during winter, we set up pop-up soup kitchens in areas like Alexandra Township, Langa, and then 1 or 2 other places around the country. And we set up these pop-up soup kitchens where fed people soup, bread, all that kind of thing. So this is just a quick little teaser about that campaign, so you can check it out. What we're going to be doing, you and me, and everybody else,
is feeding people from South Africa and other different countries. Because the biggest thing is, we're all fighting each other. You know how we want to start easing the tension? The simplest way we do it at home, we eat together. You can join us every couple of weeks. Sign up www.superstars. Superstars is spelled with the soup. Get it?
And that, ladies and gentlemen, I think is perfect timing. So I'm at Mike Sharman, at Retroviral, or Mike at Retroviral, the Koza, if you want to ask some questions. I'm going to be around for lunchtime, so if you want to come and say hi and ask a question or ask some questions now, it's all good. And yeah, essentially, like, the whole point of this is really that if you do something remarkable offline, it can filter into online, and together they make a perfect marriage of awesomeness. So I can see the rest of you guys are bursting to get to the loos. Enjoy your lunch. Peace.